Alright guys, let's talk about why I left NHS dentistry part 1, because there's loads of parts. It's because there's a funding crisis. What if I told you that NHS dentistry is being set up to fail, and that no matter how hard we work, the system itself is crumbling beneath us? There isn't enough money going into the system, and it's actually getting less and less each year, and the lack of funding has resulted in NHS dentists, practice owners having to cut corners to make NHS dentistry viable. So I'll break it down a little bit more for you guys. Each NHS dental practice receives funding from the government based on local population needs. But the problem is that the funding isn't keeping up with inflation. So every practice has an assigned target. It's called a UDA target, Units of Dental Activity target, and it basically determines the budget for the year. So for example, a practice in London might receive a UDA target of 5,000 at a rate of £30 per UDA. So that will give the practice a total of around 150,000 to run the whole practice, including staff wages, materials, dentist salaries, rents, bills, everything else to run a business. So let me ask you this question. With rising costs and inflation, would you expect the funding to rise as well? I mean, yeah, I would. If I wanted the system to thrive and do well, I would put more money into it, right? But it's clear that that's not happening. Anyone with a business can agree that £150,000 to run a business 5 to 10 years ago is completely different to what it would be now. You need a lot more money to run it, basically. And it's making working in NHS dentistry really unsustainable. And NHS dentistry is dying, or it's dead already. And I left before it took it with me because, guys, it was just getting too much. Like, you know, the funding's not there, patients are confused, why is the quality so poor, and you're just kind of stuck in this cycle of just delivering rubbish dentistry because you don't have the means to do otherwise. So yeah, follow for part 2, rising fees for patients.